If you are over 45, don't eat these liver-destroying foods.
A lot of people think that alcohol is the only thing that affects their liver, which is scary because everything that we put into our body has to be broken down by our liver. So if you just think about the evolution of our diets, there's a lot of unnatural ingredients that are being added to our food these days. And when the liver gets overworked from breaking all of that stuff down, your whole body starts to slow down. It just can't digest food properly, and then liver damage happens in stages. And up until a certain stage of that damage, it is actually reversible. And there are natural ingredients out there that can really speed up that reversal process. Some of these ingredients might even be sitting right there in your own kitchen. Here we have in this jar that you can think of as your stomach. Now, I'm gonna add some olive oil, about 4 ounces or a half a cup. And now I'm gonna add equal parts lemon juice and start to stir it up. Now just imagine this is in your stomach, all that oily and acidic combination. It's gonna start to slosh around in there for a while, then it's gonna empty into your small intestine where the acid is going to get neutralized. And to demonstrate that, I'm gonna add some baking soda, which is gonna mimic the pH in the small intestine. Now some more stirring, and now some Epsom salt, same stuff that you would put in your bath. And now once all these things are mixed together inside of your GI tract and your stomach, something starts to happen. It's a chemical reaction called saponification, and it's the same type of ingredients that is used to make soap. This mixture is going to start to get thick and goopy, almost like a sludge. And what's going to happen here is over time, the liquid in the mixture is going to be absorbed by the body, and the reaction continues. The mixture will get thicker and thicker and eventually start to form little pellets. And when you poop those pellets out later, they look something like this. This is what's happening in your body with those flushes. And if you're a believer, when you see these things come out of you, you are gonna feel like you just purged some putrid gunk that was stuck inside of you, but it's all fake. Those stones were never in you. They were soap stones made by the ingredients in the flush. You don't need to do a flush. The truth is, your liver is designed to filter and process things naturally. In fact, if you're struggling with stubborn weight gain, uncomfortable or even painful bowel movements, skin issues like acne and rashes, or things like tiny little poops that take an enormous amount of effort to push out, then your liver actually is clogged and you do need to clear it out, or you will never have a healthy liver. Plus, you'll put yourself at risk for developing a fat-filled liver, which is something that 2 out of every 5 Americans already suffer from. And this is the worst part. The biggest side effect of excess fat in the liver is weight gain. In your arms, in your belly, in your chin, all the places where you want it the least. You see, when your liver is clogged, huge amounts of fat are stored in the liver, so much fat that the liver can't function properly. You can think of your liver like this fillet of lean steak. When you have fat marbled in your liver, that lean looking steak, it starts to look something more like this. See how all that fat is infused into the meat? Well, if that's your liver, it's squeezing the cells, literally choking them and blocking your liver from doing its job, which is filtering waste out of your body. So instead of that waste getting cleared out, it gets stored away until your liver is in good enough shape to get rid of it. Now, can you guess where? That excess waste, all those toxins get stored in your fat. That's right, in your thighs, in your lower belly, in your underarms, your face, like your cheeks and your chin. All those stubborn areas where you don't want that extra fat. And here's the thing, most people don't think of their weight gain as a liver problem, but rather as an exercise or a diet problem. And of course, eating right and being active does play an important role in weight loss, but a fatty, clogged liver barely gets any attention, and it is often undiagnosed until it's much too late. And once people do realize that they have a liver issue, then they turn to quick fix solutions like the flushes that I showed you at the beginning. It's ironic because the only thing that has the power to flush your liver is your liver itself. You see, your liver can't actually be flushed in a medical sense. That's why these flushes don't actually work, and they come with the risk of making your problems even worse, like I showed you in the demonstration. Now that's the bad news. The good news is that your liver is one of the most resilient organs in your body. In fact, it's the only organ that you could actually cut a piece off of and it would grow back. You see, your liver already has the ability to cleanse itself all on its own. And if you give me just a few moments of your time, I'll show you exactly how you can help it to do just that, all without the need of a cleanse or any kind of flush. In fact, doing this on a daily basis is better than any popular flush ever could do. But ironically enough, those flushes that you see online, they actually strip your liver of the nutrients that it needs to be able to do its job properly. And that holds it back even further. I'm gonna break down exactly why this is and how you can turn the tide. And when you learn the proper way to cleanse your liver, you see some pretty incredible results. You can dramatically improve the way that your body removes excess waste and toxins. And when that happens, everything in your body, every body system begins to work better. It's kind of like the oil filter in your car getting changed. You can transform your metabolism for an increased rate of fat burning. In fact, when you have a healthy liver, some of the first fat that falls off is the most stubborn fat. And when that fat comes off, the benefits start to snowball on each other like compound interest in a bank. Your energy levels skyrocket, even your skin starts to clear up and you look younger, the whites of your eyes look whiter, you have less bloating, less painful gas after your meals, healthier poops, more regular bowel movements, and one of my most favorite side benefits to a healthy liver is a youthful and more positive mood. Time and time again, when I help my patients improve their liver and their gallbladder function, they come back to me feeling almost like a different human being. They're full of energy. You can see it radiating through them. Improvements in their mood, their focus, their desire to get up and out of bed in the morning. When your liver works well, everything in your body works better. It's like getting an oil change for your car that's been long overdue. Let's jump in together and let me walk you through exactly how to do this. In case you don't know who I am, my name is Dr. Josh Levitt and I'm a board-certified naturopathic physician. My wife and I own and run one of the most well-respected holistic medicine practices in all of New England. And while my education and my training have earned me the trust of physicians in every specialty, many of whom I call my friends, what really interests me the most is working with regular people who come into and out of my clinic every day. We are a family-run business and we're driven to help the families in our community solve their common and their complex health problems so that they can go back to spending time with the ones that they love. Now, let me tell you, you'd be stunned at how many of those health problems are caused by an unhealthy liver. The whole reason that I'm making this video is to show you the real root cause of your liver health issues and to give you something that works to clean and support a healthy liver and gallbladder. Like I said, the liver is the most resilient organ in our bodies with the power to literally regenerate itself. But that also kind of makes your liver this double-edged sword. On one hand, the wrong choices, like liver flushes, can cause serious problems for your liver or your gallbladder extremely quickly. And if you've ever wondered why a few tiny little slip-ups in your diet can result in huge gains of weight, a clogged, fat-filled liver is the answer to that question. But it also goes the other way. Making some of the simple changes, like the ones I'm gonna show you today, can turn things around faster than you can even believe. And I have seen patients who have made some of these exact changes. In a matter of weeks, they experience significant weight loss, improvements in energy levels, clearer skin. In fact, just one of these changes is so simple that you can do it in just a few seconds per day. And in my professional opinion, even if you made just this one change and nothing else, you would still see a massive improvement in your liver health, which would lead to better digestion, more consistent and healthier bowel movements, and a significant reduction in bloating and gas. Let me explain what's actually clogging your liver. So if you've got a clogged liver, then flushing it out seems like a pretty logical idea. That's why these liver flush scams get so popular. But not so many people actually stop to ask the question, what's clogging it? So to understand that, you first need to understand how your liver and your gallbladder work together. together. In fact, they work so closely together that they're almost like two parts of the same digestive organ. So your liver and gallbladder work as a team to help digest the food you eat, especially fats and oils. Your liver produces bile. It's a greenish yellow fluid that breaks down fats into smaller pieces so that your body can use them. That bile then travels from the liver through a tube called the bile duct, and it gets stored in the gallbladder, which is a small muscular pouch. It's tucked right up underneath your liver in the right upper quadrant of your belly. Then when you eat something fatty, the gallbladder squirts out bile into your digestive system. That bile mixes with the fat or oil in the meal, which emulsifies it so that it can be absorbed. It's a really efficient system, and it makes sure you get all the good stuff from your meals and that your food waste gets processed into a form so that it can be comfortably pooped out later. Remember when you were younger how you could eat pretty much anything and not gain weight? Well, that's because back then, your bile was strong and it was efficient at breaking down whatever you threw at it. Even if you made bad choices, your liver easily disposed of the waste, you moved on to the next meal. But as we get older, our bile becomes thicker. It makes it harder for the gallbladder to squirt it out, and we get less and less effective at processing these fats that we eat. Lots of people describe this as a liver that is congested or clogged, but this clogging, it's different than a clogged drain. It's more about the bile getting too thick, the gallbladder then losing its ability to get that bile where it needs to go to break things down. And in that way, it's more like a clog on the supply side going to your washing machine so that eventually no water, no detergent can get in there and your clothes won't get clean. I call this thick bile or sticky bile syndrome. But why does sticky bile happen in the first place? Now, a lot of doctors might just say, you're getting older. But that doesn't really tell us very much, and it certainly doesn't explain why there are thousands of young people who also suffer from this problem as well. So here's what's really going on. Your gallbladder evolved before refrigerators, when people might starve for a day or two or three while they hunted for their next meal. Then, after a kill, they'd gorge themselves on a big fat-filled meal. That bile was sitting there sleeping for days, and now it's stored up like a blast to break down that huge amount of food. So that stored bile inside your gallbladder came in handy. In fact, studies of starved or fasted patients show that during starvation, the gallbladder can get really impressively large and full of bile. But today, we pretty much eat whatever we want, whenever we want. We eat too much, we eat too often, and we eat a whole lot of highly processed foods. That's the pattern that is strongly associated with the development of thick, sticky bile, gallstones, and a fat-filled liver and body. And once you've got that thick, sticky bile, which means it starts to clump up, dry out, and harden into those little balls. Those balls are what become gallbladder stones, which then make it harder for the bile to flow out when you need it to help you digest your food. And that backup of bile essentially clogs the liver. Toxins can't get processed properly. They get stored in the fat, which accumulates all over, including in the liver itself. And that's when even bigger problems really start, because a fat-filled liver is often the first domino in a long and painful journey of sickness and suffering. It's kind of like your liver is working in an Amazon warehouse and it's sorting out packages going out for delivery, but too many packages keep getting sent back. So the warehouse is going to get full pretty quick, and the warehouse workers are starting putting boxes everywhere they can. And in your case, it's unwanted, stubborn fat in your belly, in your arms, underneath your chin, in your thighs, and no exercise routine or diet is really going to help until that sticky bile problem is resolved. Which is bad news because your liver does a lot more than just deal with fats, and now it can't do those jobs either, which might make you feel tired or lead to other more serious health issues down the road. So naturally, you think, I gotta flush my liver to clean it out, and I don't blame you. It makes logical sense, but that's not gonna happen for two reasons. First, as I've showed you, you can't really flush out these stones. Sure, the smallest ones, they can squeak their way out naturally and get flushed out in your poop. But as you've learned, it's not the stones that are the problem. They are just a symptom of a different, deeper problem. And that brings me to point number 2. Even if you could flush these stones out, it would be pointless until you solved that sticky bile situation, because that sticky, thick bile would just keep creating more and more stones. It's easy to understand why these liver flushes have become so popular. Now that you understand the science of your liver, you can see why it's just not real science. So how do we fix this sticky bile situation? Well, the good news is that your liver is incredibly resilient and it doesn't need you to flush it out. The truth is your liver just needs a little help to thin out that bile. And if we can do that, then we can help the liver get back to its prime condition where it can effortlessly break down foods and flush out that trapped fat. And there is one little known bile thinner that Mother Nature has already provided, and it's called N-acetylcysteine, or just NAC for short. NAC is a powerhouse when it comes to supporting liver health, and let me tell you why. NAC works to improve the function of your liver and the health of your bile at the same time. There are studies that show that NAC can improve the quality of bile. There are studies that show that NAC can improve the viscosity or the thickness of bile. There are studies that show that NAC can improve the flow of bile, all of which is so important because it means that NAC can improve liver and gallbladder health and help maintain efficient bile flow, which is essential for breaking down and absorbing fats. Not only that, but another research study found that long-term NAC can actually reduce how much fat stays in the liver. And you already know how important removing the fat around your liver is. Well, NAC works to repair the fat removal power of the liver. And that is pretty great, but it's just the tip of the iceberg because NAC has another superpower, and that is stimulating your body's production of something called glutathione. Now, why does this matter? Glutathione is literally a bile thinning agent. It is a powerful antioxidant compound that detoxifies harmful substances. It also helps to maintain the proper function of the bile, keeping it free of junk that allows it to work as powerfully as it can. So NAC is sort of this double whammy nutrient because on its own, it thins out and strengthens your bile, and then it also stimulates your body's production of glutathione, which can fight off toxins more effectively, and then to keep your bile flowing smoothly, preventing it from becoming too thick and too sticky. And this is crucial because as we've seen, thick, sticky bile can lead to all sorts of problems. Now, if that wasn't enough, think about this. Have you ever heard of someone overdosing on Tylenol, acetaminophen? Well, tragically, it causes 56,000 emergency department visits and 500 deaths every year in the United States. And when that person gets to the hospital and doctors are rushing to save their life, do you know what they give them? High doses of NAC. Why? Because NAC is so effective at boosting glutathione levels, which can quickly detoxify the liver from the overdose. Don't you think if these popular liver flushes were so good at cleaning toxins that doctors would use them to save people's lives? I mean, if they were that good, then I'd have no problem recommending them. But instead, when push comes to shove and someone's life is on the line, they're using NAC. And it's not just about detoxifying. With the support from NAC, your liver can break down fats more efficiently, and that reduces the risk of fat buildup and ensures that those fats are used for energy instead of being stored on your body. And since it's working to make sure your bile remains fluid and not overly thick, it helps to maintain a healthy gallbladder too. And that means that not only does your liver get healthier, but you could also see side benefits like weight loss, increased energy, and improvements in overall health. So right now, you're probably wondering, if NAC is so effective at combating sticky bile syndrome, why haven't I heard of this before? And the truth is that despite its remarkable benefits, NAC has flown under the radar for liver health. It does get a lot of attention for things like brain, heart, and immune system health, and it's even gotten attention from the FDA and Big Pharma, who tried unsuccessfully to restrict over-the-counter access to NAC so that they could profit from it themselves. But the medical community is just now coming around to NAC for liver health. And not only that, but NAC isn't as sexy or as profitable as these crazy liver flushes that you see all over social media. But in my experience as a physician, it's usually the boring, unsexy solution that brings the best results. And after seeing the power of NAC to improve the liver health of my own patients, I knew that I shouldn't keep this information to myself. NAC offers a liver health solution without side effects. I couldn't call myself a physician if I kept that from my patients. So the only logical thing to do was to bring it to the market in a form designed specifically for the liver. And luckily, I am in a position that most other doctors aren't. I'm also the founder of a US-based supplement company that's called Up Wellness. You see, not only am I in the business of digging deep into the root causes of common health problems that the mainstream has often yet to cover, but I'm also able to bring those solutions to the market and heal and enhance the human body. So I'm proud to tell you that my team and I spent over 18 months working out everything that would need to go into the perfect liver formula, and we were successful. It is called Ultra Liver, and it's a formula designed not just to support the liver, but to improve the quality and the flow of bile, to help the liver and the gallbladder work together as nature intended. And at the heart of Ultra Liver is NAC, making it one of the few formulas that directly address the root cause of that sticky bile syndrome. But we did not stop there. In the research, it's pretty clear that NAC is a game changer when it comes to the production of bile. Remember, a big reason why NAC works so well is because it stimulates glutathione production. And glutathione helps to thin out that bile and improve the flow and the function of your liver and gallbladder. So it just made good sense to add glutathione to the Ultra Liver formula as well. But here's one of the things that my team and I say to ourselves a lot at Up Wellness. Why be good when you can be great? It's something that we think about a lot at Up Wellness on every formula that we create. So as usual, we decided to go the extra mile with Ultra Liver as well. And we added in a blend of ingredients renowned and well-researched for the liver and the gallbladder supporting properties that they have. The first one is milk thistle seed extract. This is known for its liver protective abilities, and it supports liver regeneration and detoxification. It's been used by herbalists for centuries to help people with that congested, fat-filled liver. And then, because I knew that this formula was going to be of interest to people who like to have a drink or two, I secured a top quality supply of a naturally occurring compound called TMG, also called betaine. If you drink alcohol at all, TMG needs to be part of your daily life. It's as simple as that. And if you don't drink, that's great too. TMG has anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and detoxifying effects on the liver. From there, we added 2 other liver and gallbladder supporting extracts, artichoke and dandelion root extract. Studies show that artichoke extract lowers inflammation in liver cells, and as you probably know, inflammation can make an already bad problem even worse. Plus, it's been shown to improve how well the liver breaks down high-fat and high-fructose foods, something that you now know is a major liver killer. And then dandelion root, on the other hand, has lots of research showing that it helps to improve digestion and gallbladder function. So it just made sense to pair these 2 ingredients into the Ultra Liver formula. But we did not stop there. We also added reishi mushroom to the formula because it's been proven to help the liver regenerate itself. Remember I said that the liver is one of the only organs that you could cut a piece off of and it would regenerate? Things like reishi mushrooms can help with that regeneration and healing process. And not only that, reishi is another substance that increases the amount of glutathione in your body. And finally, to round out this formula, we added an amino acid that's called taurine. Now, you won't find this in most liver health formulas on the market. Let me tell you why. My guess is that most companies are looking to save money by cutting corners, or they just haven't done the research because taurine works like a liver shield. Not only has it been shown to remove damage to the liver and help in repairing the effects of a fat-filled liver, it appears to then build a shield around that liver to protect it while it is healing. It's a truly remarkable substance for liver health, and it's actually kind of surprising that more liver formulas don't include it. So it was certainly a must for us. Now, with all of these ingredients working in synergy together and in the right doses to get a meaningful result for people like you, I feel that the Ultra Liver formula is the best possible liver health product we could have possibly brought to market. In fact, it's so good that I recommend it directly to the patients at my own clinic and to the doctors that work there for their patients as well. Ultra Liver was designed to give you back the peace of mind that most of us have when it comes to our liver. We just don't even think about it. And that's what I tell my patients. I don't want them sitting at home worried about the condition of their livers. I want them to enjoy life without dealing with the consequences of poor liver health. And I want you to experience clear and easy digestion, effortless weight loss that doesn't require intense exercise or strict dieting, and freedom from bloating, gas, and constipation. Ultra Liver was designed with that goal in mind, to give you your life back and to get a second chance to enjoy all the things that you might currently be missing out on. So, if you feel like life is passing you by because of low energy and grogginess, if you're sick and tired of feeling like you just can't eat what you enjoy, and if you want to know what it feels like to once again wake up each day with a positive mood, then hopefully you will take action on what you've learned here today and realize how much of a role your liver health has in all of that. You owe it to yourself to not let another day pass until you give Ultra Liver a chance to work for you. Now, Ultra Liver is a completely new formula that we have just put on the market. In all honesty, the only people who have tried it so far are my own patients in my own private clinic. And due to the high quality of the ingredients in every single capsule, we realize that there is nothing quite like Ultra Liver on the market at all. You can look for yourself, and what you'll find is individual liver supplements or gallbladder supplements. Very rarely will you find a formula that brings both of those things together in the way that Ultra Liver does. And when you consider the extra mile that we went to source these high quality ingredients combined with the price that you see for lower quality liver health supplements, we could probably sell this formula for $200 a bottle. And with the results that this formula will give you, I could understand that price could be justified. It could be worth it. But since I work with regular people every day, I know that $200 would be a crazy price to pay. So in the end, after many back and forth discussions, my team and I decided that launching Ultra Liver Plus at a price point of $99.95 was a fair price to pay. It was a massive and very expensive undertaking to get this formula just right. And $99.95 is the price point that you'll see it on our site for. But I'm not just a doctor, I'm a human being too. And just like you, I've got a family, I've got a house and bills and taxes to pay. I also take supplements myself as part of my daily routine, and I'll admit, $99 is a lot to pay for a supplement. So since my team and I are so confident that once you do try Ultra Liver, that you'll be coming back to get more of it, we decided to do something really special as a thank you for taking the time to watch this entire video and give me your attention today. Something I know that is in very short supply. I'm gonna cut the price of Ultra Liver by 40% for you today. That means just $59.95 per bottle and a savings of $40 per bottle. But keep this in mind. This special discount package is only being offered to you today through this website as part of our nationwide liver health awareness campaign. And it's only while our supplies last. Since we are slashing that much off of the price for you, that means that most of our marketing budget goes out the window. So you won't see this product in stores like Walmart or vitamin stores, and you certainly won't see expensive TV commercials or billboards promoting it. Those savings are quite literally being put back into your pocket when you say yes to Ultra Liver today. Not only that, but I'll have my team throw in free shipping for you today, which is a $12.95 value. And here's one more thing I'll do to make this a complete no-brainer. If you make a commitment to 3 bottles of Ultra Liver today, I'll cut the price of each bottle down to just $49.95 per bottle. And if you go the extra mile and get the 6-month supply, I'll knock it down even further to $39.95 per bottle. But here's something else that you should keep in mind. When we run out of bottles of Ultra Liver, it can take up to 3 months before another batch becomes available. And since I see patients almost every day in my own clinic, I always have to make sure that I have a sufficient supply in my office at all times, which means that supplies are truly limited. So while you can choose the 3 or the 6 bottle options on the next page, there is one other way that you can guarantee that you'll get the lowest price possible and never have to deal with Ultra Liver being out of stock. On the next page, after you select your discount option, you'll see a little box and it says Auto Ship VIP. You select that box and it instantly turns you into one of our VIP customers. And that means 2 things. First, you'll always get the lowest price possible on Ultra Liver because you'll get an additional $5 off of every bottle. And there will be no sneaky price increases or weird billing changes. The price you pay today is the price you pay forever. And second, you'll get your selected amount of Ultra Liver sent to your door right as the previous amount is just about to run out. And that means that your supply of Ultra Liver will never run out, which is important because as you learned today, taking the nutrients inside of Ultra Liver consistently is the fastest and most effective way to see results. And results are the reason that you are here. No one wants to get results in weight loss, digestive health, and energy only to have to start all over again simply because a product was out of stock. And I certainly don't want that to happen to you either. So my personal recommendation is to get the best price possible with the 6 bottle option. And then make sure that you select that VIP auto ship option on the next page. Remember, there is no risk in any of this. You're completely covered by our full 60-day money-back guarantee, and your auto ship VIP program can be canceled anytime you want. That makes this offer a complete no-brainer. If it works for you, you'll be glad that you locked in the best price possible with no possibility of supplies running out of stock. And in the rare case that it doesn't work for you, you get back every penny that you spent. Does that sound fair? I think it does. And this is one of the smallest but most important investments that you can make in your liver and your gallbladder health. A single bottle of Ultra Liver will give you a good start on improving your bile flow, cleansing out your liver, and keeping it healthy. Plus, you'll be helping your body remove toxic waste, which makes that weight loss and the digestion so much easier. 3 bottles, it'll do the same thing, but you'll have the peace of mind that you start to get some momentum with your liver health and your weight loss efforts. So you start noticing even better results with your fat levels, your energy levels, and even your skin will begin to clear up. It's kind of like a whole body revival in a single daily capsule. And then with 6 bottles of Ultra Liver, you get an entire 6 months of protection. In other words, after using Ultra Liver for 6 months, it could give you back the liver function that you had 20 years ago, meaning that the foods that you eat won't hurt you. Fat and stubborn weight won't stick to the areas where you want it the least, and you will have a younger, healthier body, a completely new you. So, make your selection right now so that you can start experiencing everything that Ultra Liver has to offer. You should also know that your order of Ultra Liver is covered by our 60-day, 100% money-back guarantee. Yes, you did hear that right. I told you I guaranteed it would work for you, and that is my word. Here is how that works. Right now, you simply click the button below, and then on the next page, you can secure your very own supply of Ultra Liver. Your order will then arrive in the next 3 to 5 business days, and then the moment you get it, I want you to tear open that package and start using Ultra Liver immediately. I am incredibly confident that you will notice a huge difference once you start taking this premium liver health formula. That you'll feel a huge difference once you've changed the filter in your body, so to speak. But if I'm wrong, and if it doesn't give you the results that I've just promised you, or if you change your mind about Ultra Liver for any reason whatsoever, you just call or email my friendly US-based customer service team, and we will immediately refund your full investment minus the shipping with 0 questions asked. I'm putting the number right here on the screen so you can write that down, and feel free to contact us for any reason. There is absolutely 0 risk or reason for any hesitation here today. You have 60 days to see if Ultra Liver is right for you, and if you change your mind, you do not pay a dime. But if you're ready to take advantage of this life-changing offer, you do need to act fast. In addition to only having a limited discounted supply available, we are also under constant fire from the pharmaceutical industry and from the medical industries. These billion-dollar corporations are furious that we're offering such high-grade and natural liver health supplements to the general public. As a result, we are under constant harassment, and I simply can't guarantee how long this offer will remain online. So go ahead and order your very own supply of Ultra Liver right now by clicking the button you see below right now.
Scan now to get this exclusive offer.